Hello, I am Swabcraft, and you are watching Swabcraft Plays Pokemon Go. And today I will be doing more Ultra League matches mostly, but if I get tired of Ultra League, I have the liberty of switching that up. So it is still Go Battle Day, though the event is already ended, and there's only 2 hours left of the day, so I would not get the full 10 sets of 5 anyways. And you can see I'm very consistently at the same level as I was last season. I've been struggling to break out of 2,200. And last season, I sort of fell down to 2,200, and I really just can't get past 2,250. So I have a few ideas of things I can do. Let me do this first before I begin the matches. I have maxed out since the last stream. I have maxed out a max level Pidgeot. It is a 98% lucky. That's why I did that. I do have a Hundo Pidgeot I could have used instead, but I would not have had the Stardust to do it. And I sort of just like 98 and Hundo are virtually the same. And I would rather use this, because I'm going to have to best buddy this as well, eventually. Because Pidgeot only capped out at under 2,450, so it's quite a bit of CP away from the cap. Well, I guess I'll get started immediately. So I'm going to try the team I have been working with. I'm going to do one thing different. And that's I'm going to change my Armored Mewtwo's second move from Dynamic Punch to Rock Slide. And see if that helps. I've also changed my Skeledurge's Shadow Ball into Crunch. So I'm trying two things to experiment to start out with. And if I keep losing, like I was last night, then I will switch to a Pidgeot lead team. So unfortunately, Ampharos will be using, what is it? A Dark-type move, and Mewtwo is bad against Ampharos. Brutal Swing, yeah. This is actually pretty good for me now. Because I'm going to shield, because they didn't. That's very unfortunate for them. Okay, why are the bubbles not making sound? They should be making a sound. Ah, that's unfortunate. Is it unfortunate or is it expected? I think I'm gonna lose here because the Greninja is obviously a very good against my own Greninja. And what I'm thinking is maybe I should sack Mewtwo here. Because that Mewtwo will be using Dynamic Punch. Now, Greninja, I don't think it's going to outrace the Mewtwo. I think the Mewtwo's going to get Dynamic Punch first. Yeah. So it's just unfortunate. In this case, it would have been probably my win if I had swapped to Greninja. But that team would have been hard for me to beat regardless. And it's actually surprised to see another Armored Mewtwo. Because it has been over 2 years since they had that out last. Okay, Swampert. Mewtwo is glad to see Swampert first. This guy is telegraphing that he is trying to Earthquake first. And this one will be more likely to be the Earthquake. Okay, and they brought in Cresselia. And Skeledirge just completely crushes Cresselia. Oh! That's the first Cresselia I've seen with Future Sight. Now it's going to be a Future Sight again? No, it's not going to be. Okay, and this will knock the Cresselia out. For some reason, the bubbles are not making a sound. But all the other noises are, so I guess I'm okay with that. Okay, this is gonna be like double Scald. Greninja actually has enough damage to knock Poliwrath out before it can go again. Okay, that's a nice wind. If the Cresselia player had used a second Future Sight, it might have worked out a bit better for them. been unusual to have Future Sight on the Cresselia, but it might have actually helped in that case. Especially since Skeledirge is everywhere. And like, that's the first Cresselia I've seen with Future Sight in this mode. Okay, is this gonna be a... Okay, the first Pokemon was Venusaur. And do I shield this? I think I don't, actually. And here will come Venusaur. I'll get some good chip damage on it. I'll send in my own Skeledirge. No, that's unfortunate. Protect, yeah. Now, unfortunately, I chose Rock Slide instead of Dynamic Punch for my Mewtwo. Ah! Come on, I was just on the energy. I just had the energy. And he got an attack boost, too. I should not have used the Rock Slide against the Skeledirge. I should have saved it. I should have swapped in my own Greninja immediately. So that match is my own loss and my own fault. Okay. Let me turn that up. Just one moment. Usually that opens in the other window. Okay. Seeking? That will probably be Icy Wind. This might be Drill Run. Either way, I want to preserve Mewtwo. The Wigglytuff is unusual because it obviously does not get anywhere near the cap. And I do think shielding here is probably the best thing I can do. This is an unusual team, by the way. Okay, and now I have enough to finish off the Tapu Fini. That's fine. That is perfectly fine. Actually surprised that disarming voice there did not KO it. One of the problems with having Crunch instead of Shadow Ball. I'm hoping that it pays off against other Skeledirge, but it might be better just to go back to Shadow Ball. We'll see. Okay, Charge Team, that's nice. Okay, Steelix. Okay, go to Greninja. Okay, shield here. Hydro Cannon. Night Slash. And I'm gonna have to shield here. And Pharaoh's probably has a good amount of energy too, so I'm in a bad spot. Yeah, and it has one attack boost from the Trailblaze. Yeah. And the Steelix is why I can't... The Steelix is a bad thing for me. Like, it's either... I'm not sure what's the better swap in that scenario. Ampharos is one of the tougher Pokemon that I'm facing on my team, but it should not be as common as it is. I've actually found a new tool website that says... Okay, Skeledirge. This is actually not that good for them. Because Greninja, with equal shields to Venusaur, can actually pull off a win. It's crazy. Especially if they just want to... Actually, I'm perfectly okay. Because Skeledirge just doesn't really care. And they sacrificed their Skeledirge already? Okay, nice and clean there. Okay. Okay, the Sinferos. I'm gonna go check that stat again. I think I do let Greninja faint here. Though I do need to shield this. So what did they bring out? And I think I'm okay. Mewtwo will lose against the Giratina. It's not going to be that bad of a loss because Psystrike has a lot of value. And if this guy is just using Dragon Claw, then I'm actually going to do a lot better than expected. They need to be using Shadow Sneak. Do they not have Shadow Sneak? If they don't have Shadow Sneak, then I'm in a pretty good spot. Fortunately, not enough HP left to knock out the Gengar. And do I eat a Shadow Ball here? That is the question. If I eat a Shadow Ball here, I just lose, but it's Shadow Punch. And here, Crunch is actually pretty good because it's less energy. I would not have had the energy... I would not have had the energy if I had been using Shadow Ball earlier on Skeledirge. So, despite the Ampharos, I actually did win that one. That was sort of a worst-case scenario there. Okay. I've not actually played this match out, but I think it actually works in my favor. Cresselia is one of the main reasons why I decided Rock Slide might be better than Dynamic Punch. Okay, that's fine. And in this case, I'm gonna want to use Skeledirge, yeah. I'm not gonna shield this. Because, yeah, Side Shock doesn't hurt. Just completely farm all the energy all day. Okay, they're bringing out Cresselia, which means that their backline is also weak to Skeledirge. It's actually worth it for me to shield here, too. No, it wasn't worth it to shield there, then. I'm not gonna shield the first attack, but I will probably shield the second one. Okay, Ancient Power. Okay, so they do not have Shadow Snake, so... it doesn't look winnable, though. It does not look winnable. But it looks like it will be fairly close. Yeah. Just sadly not enough to get the energy needed. So I should not have shielded that move on Skeledirge. I only did so because I thought I'd have enough energy for another crunch, and I did not. Maybe I should have actually shielded the Side Shock from the Sylveon. Okay, Dragonite. Am I going to be shielding the Dragonite? I think I am, because it's a Shadow one. And nothing else on my team is any good against it. And now they might not shield this one. Well, they actually did shield it. That's fine, then. Okay, this actually puts me at a huge advantage. Let's see. Unfortunately, Greninja is also bad against this guy. So Liquidate is probably incoming. Okay, so... yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay, let's see if I can pull this back. Depends on whatever is the last Pokemon. Oh, that is just not gonna happen, I assume. So, should I switch to Greninja? Against the Golisopod? Probably, yeah. But Golisopod would hard counter Greninja. Especially if it had X-Scissor. Might not have had X-Scissor, but... Aerial Ace also would have been too much. That's unfortunate. Okay... Okay, Greninja. Worst one I can face with Greninja is Poliwrath, so that's unfortunate. So I lost the lead, so the match is pretty much unsalvageable, but we can try. Now, if the last Pokemon is weak to Skeledirge, I can actually pull something through. I just have to let Mewtwo get beat up here. Because Mewtwo is not valuable at all against the Giratina. Okay, I'm gonna assume that this is Dragon Claw. No, it's Ancient Power. Yeah, just have to shield everything now. Do I have to hope for defense drops, actually. I do need to shield here. Yeah, this is just a very bad matchup. I can beat the Giratina, but whatever comes in next, I have no chance against. Articuno. Yeah. Actually, I could have possibly one-shot the Articuno with Rock Slide, but there's no way I had that much HP, or... Well, I was one entire attack off, so... And Articuno could have possibly had an attack first, too. Yeah, okay. So is it time to have Greninja as my dedicated lead? I think it might be. And let's see. Will this help the team? I've not actually seen too many Ampharos leads. I've not seen too many Poliwrath leads. Really? As soon as I put in the Greninja, the Sceptile, which is a super rare Pokemon too, in this context. So I should have swapped to Mewtwo. Mewtwo is going to be better against more stuff in general. And it has a huge surprise factor. Okay, well, there goes Skeledirge. And that's just very unfortunate. So, as soon as I switch to Greninja, I lose. And even then, Mewtwo's down so low in HP that I don't think he would beat Sceptile. That's just a really hard counter to my team. At least with it in the lead. So I should have used Mewtwo, but Mewtwo would have then been facing off Skeledirge. So I don't think there was any hope for that match. Well, maybe. Mewtwo would have definitely been a better swap than Greninja, or than Skeledirge. So because Greninja is so spammy, it actually can pull off wins against Venusaur in this scenario. And it can possibly even pull something off. So actually I can farm the Venusaur down just a little. Now this is unfortunate because both of my Pokemon are weak to dark. The best one would be Skeledirge, though. And having Rock Slide here is very unhelpful. Would be definitely better for a Dynamic Punch in this particular matchup. If this is not another Earthquake, then I will survive and launch a Psy Strike. Okay, it is another Earthquake. Okay, and they were saving a little energy too. Unfortunate. And that's gonna be Night Slash. Okay, I am going to try changing things up. This is probably a Zorua. I'm gonna catch that as well. I need the Stardust. I said I need the Stardust. Okay. Okay. Okay, I think Pidgeot will probably be the best one in this scenario. It's being simmed as the #1 lead Pokemon for the meta, so I'm not quite sure I entirely believe it because I've only seen one in the entire week being used. What's this gonna be? Crunch? Okay, Sludge Bomb. Yeah, it's okay. Finish it off before it can use another move. Yeah, Skeledirge actually doesn't really scare me that much. I have a feeling they'd shield this just because of the chance of Brave Bird. And I think, yeah. Yeah, Shadow Ball would make the most sense. So, Toxicroak can have Shadow Ball itself. I was pressing... I guess Skeledirge has more attack than Mewtwo. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate, but it was a decent first test. Very unusual team. First time I've seen a Toxicroak in Ultra League. Bit of lag there. Okay. Typhlosion. I think Rock Slide does do more damage against super effective. And I do want to shield this. Do need to get rid of the Togetic, or Togekiss. And do need to shield the Ancient Power. Okay, I just straight up win with Brave Bird. Now, how close would that Venusaur have been to Vine Whip? I mean, for Sludge Bomb. That might have been closer than I thought it was. Cresselia? Can't shield anything from the Cresselia. Rock Slide does mean the loss to the Cresselia is less bad than it would be otherwise. And now I switch to Greninja and start spamming the ever-loving daylights. Virizion? Okay, that's not good. And they are unfortunately just farming me down. Seems like Skeledirge would be the better second Pokemon for me. So Pidgeot is probably my best bet here. Oh, Future Sight. Unfortunately, yeah, bad. I think I have an idea to use something different to deal with the Ampharos. That's odd. Did it not have Brutal Swing? So Pidgeot does not seem to be working. Not with this team composition, anyways. Let's see, how far did that knock me down? 80 points. Well, let's see. How much Stardust do I have right now? Because I have an idea. It's a Pokemon that isn't used very much. Let's see. I don't even remember its name off the top of my head. No, it's a 75,000 Stardust for the second move. But I think that this guy might work well. You know, I think Greninja is definitely worse than Skeledirge, so this team might stand a bit better of a chance with Skeledirge than with Greninja. I don't know, maybe I am just having very bad luck. But every time I try to go past 2,200, I just get all these bad matchups. Okay, I'll shield here. I'm actually gonna Brave Bird because they're gonna expect Feather Dance. Yeah, okay, let's see what's gonna come in next. Talonflame. Is it gonna be Flame Charge? I'm gonna try baiting them with Disarming Voice. Now the problem is the next Pokemon that comes in is going to get hit by a Brave Bird. And then Talonflame is very likely to switch. Or maybe they'll try to use 2 Brave Birds in a row. So I think I need to have enough energy for a Rock Slide. But unfortunately, I have to Side Strike the Venusaur. Because it will definitely... I can't just, like, farm it down. Oh, and I actually did have the energy. So having 2 attacks extra allowed me to win this. And the Rock Slide was going to be for Talonflame, but don't even need it in this scenario. And the stream is doing good. Only 331 drop frames. If I was them, I'd be using a Brave Bird now. They could have had the energy for a Brave Bird, so... Okay, I am going to Brave Bird here. Because I don't expect them to shield. Then I'm going to switch to Skeledirge. Do I shield here? I think not now. They're trying to farm energy for the next Pokemon I send out. And that will be Mewtwo. And I think it will be Hydro Cannon, then Earthquake. Okay. Cresselia is in. Now I could have finished Cresselia off. With Brave Bird, but I think that I actually prefer nerfing Cresselia here. Oh, and I can use a Brave Bird on the Swampert. Wow, Pidgeot is a lot better than I thought it was. Ah, that's nice. That's very nice. So I correctly guessed that Cresselia would not shield my first Brave Bird against it. And I... Ooh, nice. Okay, I'll shield this. I'm not gonna shield anything now that's been debuffed, even if I am facing a super effective attack. Now I am gonna have to shield. That's unfortunate because of the defense drop there. Yeah, might as well do full damage. That was a little laggy. Okay, that's gonna be Scald. Okay, so what I'm gonna want to do... Okay, this is gonna be Blast Burn. Now... Okay, enough to finish off the Charizard. Immediately go to Pidgeot. Because, even... one Icy Wind, it needs 2. And Brave Bird finishes it. Wonderful. Okay, this is working out, actually. Well, that's the 330th win this season. Vulpix. So this entire season, I have yet to get a single legendary, and every single stream, every single time that it comes up, I will say that. Because it is at the point of being incredibly ridiculous. Okay, Poliwrath. And do I don't think I shield this, yeah. Why did that do so little damage? Okay, disarming voice uses slightly less energy than crunch. I do think I shield here. Oh, they got the boost. That's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate that they got the boost. So 1 in 10 chance. So what I think I need to do is... Okay, this finishes this off. I think it's impossible to win at this point. Just... What? They had 1 shield left? That doesn't make sense. I thought they used 2 shields. Either way, not a matchup that was working out for me. So I should have just used Brave Bird on Poliwrath and switched to Mewtwo. It felt like I used... For some reason I miscounted the shields there too, so I'm not quite sure what happened. Like, I'm sure what happened in post is they just used shield on one of the disarming voices. Okay, switch to Mewtwo. I'm suddenly facing tons of Drapion. And I don't really have anything good on my team for the Drapion. Like, outside of the last 10 matches, I have not seen a single Drapion, and now it's everywhere. That's very strange. But in this case, Rock Slide is better than Dynamic Punch against the Drapion. Well, actually, yeah, it is. Because it uses less energy. If I had the 75,000 Stardust for the second move, I'd definitely be using it on Golurk. Yeah, that's its name, Golurk. Okay, this probably still not winnable. But the Polyref has to rely entirely on Scald. They might try like one Icy Wind to start off with. No. Unfortunately, even with the feathers, it's not enough. Okay, and here comes the next Scald. And they kept that very hidden in the back. There's probably a few other points where it would have been advantageous to bring that out. I think Pidgeot is definitely helping me. Now the question is, do I want to swap any of my other teammates out? Okay, I think in this situation, I'm actually going to use Brave Bird. This is probably a low damage attack. That's unfortunate that I got one more attack off. But this is fine. Because after Mewtwo faints, the Alolan Sandslash just gets completely destroyed by Skeledirge. And I think I just let it fade because... That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate because I'm going to get hit by a drill run. Unfortunate. I really... Like, I needed to use the shield for Pidgeot, because Pidgeot would have fainted to the power-up punch before getting off that Brave Bird. Well, maybe that was the best way to go about it, and actually let Poliwrath... It's hard to tell, though. Okay, so what moves does Hiss Away Typhlosion have? Fire Punch? Okay. I do think I have to shield this. It's gonna be Hydro Cannon. Do I survive? I don't think I do. Oh, I do. That's a surprise. Yeah, I'm thinking this will be Sky Attack. And I actually hope that they do not shield this. Is it going to be Fire Punch again, or is it going to be something else? Shadow Ball? Looks like this match will be close. No, looks like they'll be able to use an attack on me. Yeah. My mistake was shielding against the Fire Punch, but I was not really certain of the moveset. And that's the first Lugia I have seen this season, too. At least in Ultra League. I've seen them in... No, actually, I did see them in Ultra League earlier this season, just not in this time where Ultra League has been opened up. So it's been... Well, last time I saw them was before January 10th, I think. And I think I do use Brave Bird here. The problem here is... They'll probably use Obstruct. This actually works out well for me, actually. I do think I do use a shield because Psy Strike would hurt. They might actually let Mewtwo faint here. Okay, going for Crunch and hoping for a defense drop. That helps tremendously. Uses up all their energy. And Mewtwo finishes it off. Wonderful. Now I'm actually seeing a very large shortage of other Skeledirge, where it was everywhere last time I was streaming. So in this case, I actually think Feather Dance... do I shield here? Maybe? I'm actually surprised by how long it takes to get to Feather Dance. Okay, now I don't shield anything from the Giratina. This actually looks to be a very terrible lead matchup for me. Yeah, surprised by just how very poorly I did that. That guy's own Pidgeot. No way I shield the first one. This could very well be the Brave Bird, but it seems much more likely to have a Feather Dance here. Next one is likely to be the Brave Bird. Come on, use the disarming voice. Sheesh, I felt like I pressed that for 2 attack cycles and was not actually using it. Okay, Polygraph is down. And the Pidgeot was already down as well. Okay. I'm gonna need to get some more water soon. Okay, Granbull. For Granbull, I think it's Brave Bird. And then swap to Mewtwo. They'll definitely have a Skeledirge counter. Oh, that's really bad. Okay. My hope has to be that they expect me to have Dynamic Punch. Okay, after this attack comes through, I need to swap to Skeledirge. And I actually need to save as much energy as I can. Okay, Talonflame. Now, is Talonflame gonna Brave Bird me here? Or am I gonna Brave Bird Talonflame? Are they gonna use Brave Bird, or are they... Okay, now the question is, just how much energy does the Granbull have? And apparently not enough is the answer. Because the Granbull was probably very close to a crunch, but failed to do so. I'm actually surprised they switched out of that Registeel there. It would have probably been better just to sack it. So I have streamed all of my matches above rank 20, so all the matches eligible for a legendary or Ultra Beast encounter. And not a single one has... What is going on here? What is going... That's a bug. Well, with that, I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to probably restart the game and get another glass of water. So I'll be right back. It's fine. Okay. So, do you need to restart? But my setup right now is I'm using a reverse tether connection, using an app called Tethered, to have my USB cable provide my phone with Ethernet, or almost Ethernet speeds anyways, rather than Wi-Fi. However, while I do this, I have the phone in airplane mode which means GPS and Wi-Fi are off. Okay, let's see. That should now allow me to catch that pesky Phantom. Let's see. I'll be able to get back into the matches now. And now I just need... Okay, and that is actually the maximum battle, so... earlier today, if I had started earlier, I would have gotten 10 sets of 5 battles. And... I did not start earlier today, I started after that event ended, so it turned to 5 sets of 5 battles. So that means we are going to go on a 15-minute break. I'm actually just going to stop the stream, and then after midnight, I'll restart the stream. And that'll be it for tonight, at least for today's tonight. But it will soon be midnight, and then I'll be able to do more battles. So at that point, I will continue. Or should I wait 15 minutes? Actually, I should probably wait 15 minutes because longer streams tend to do better. So I will turn off my microphone and wait until it is midnight. Okay, I'm back, and one thing I'm doing is checking the moves on my Pokemon, and it seems like Wing Attack is the preferred option for Pidgeot. And to get that, it means removing the legacy move Gust. And while I do have a lot of spare Elite Fast TMs, it is painful. I just wanted that part recorded on the stream. Unfortunately, it's not as bad when it's just swapping fast TMs. Oh, is Wing Attack also a legacy move? I think it is. So I'll never get it using... so I have to use an Elite Charge TM, Elite Fast TM, after using an Elite Fast... to get rid of an Elite Fast TM move. Is that about right? That's painful. Okay. Okay, so another thing I'm going to check is suggested teammates. Poliwrath, Annihilate, Registeel, Cobalion, Poliwrath, Skeledirge. Let's also see how well... So let's see, I want to, because I'm thinking of investing into a Golurk, because I think its typing and moves might actually be really good for this current battle. It seems like it actually loses more than it wins, which is surprising. Best to worst, okay, it does really crush Ampharos, which is a Pokemon that I've considered a little problematic for myself. And let's see. Okay, Ampharos. What are the best to worst? What is the worst matchups for Ampharos are Steelix, Virizion, Guzzlord, Gliscor, Toxicroak, Cobalion, Venusaur, Swampert, Trevenant. Surprised Trevenant's there. You would think that with Brutal Swing it would do a bit better than that. For some reason, Greninja is actually a really bad matchup for Ampharos. That's a bit of a surprise. So right now I'm just doing a bit of research before the next set of matches becomes available. Okay. So maybe Go Lurk will be bad, but I don't know. Like, I haven't really seen too many lead Pokemon that will be good against Go Lurk. In fact, quite a few of them are really bad against Go Lurk. Well, let's see. Because I'm really interested in building one of these, just because I sort of like the robot aesthetic. Show stats. Yeah, Astonish might actually be better because of Cresselia. There aren't too many normal types running around either. Okay, it is midnight. Time for me to turn the game volume back on. So, there are other ground types that could be good. I do think I have a almost usable Gliscor. Okay, everything should be running well. A Zubat grunt, so nothing special there. Okay, it does Rampardos. This does about 90% to the Crobat. Well, 80%? Or 70%? Yeah, 70% plus the Smackdowns was about 80%. And while the stream was on a short break, okay, is there anything I want to do? Okay. Oh, right, I want to turn the game sound back on. I think I don't shield against Cresselia here. I think I do shield. I don't really care what Cresselia uses against Mewtwo. And I'll accept Mewtwo fainting to Excadrill. So Excadrill is fragile enough. And I do think I actually survive. No, I don't? Well, that's fine. Okay. Okay, we're gonna take out the Muck with a Brave Bird. Okay, wonderful. Let me put on the game volume again before I forget. Wonderful. Okay. Let me catch this little guy because I need all the Stardust. I just need all the Stardust. I've got so many things I want to invest Stardust into right now. Let me do this really quick. Yep. Very good. What's the next league that's going to be about? It's not showing up. Okay. Next one is actually starting tomorrow at 4 p.m. I assume, with Great League and Hisui Cup. Okay. So I'm probably gonna want to try and maybe I should save my Stardust for Hisui Cup Pokemon. It's gonna be hard. Oh, double swap! But they made the wrong choice! No, that's probably gonna be Icy Wind. That worked out very well for me. Because Pidgeot cannot get to another Feather Dance in time. They're gonna have to use both of their shields against Mewtwo. And they just choose to take the hit and lose quicker. Because they hadn't even seen my final Pokemon. I really should have probably just tried to exchange Brave Birds there. This is really bad for me. Steelix is probably the hardest counter I can face here. And I think I'm not going to shield against anything it does. And I'm not going to shield against Steelix regardless. That's unfortunate that they have the Obstagoon Steelix. This is a team that very much is a hard counter to everything I have. So I just have to hope that I come across this kind of team very rarely. And I'm not going to shield anything the Obstagoon does, because it's better to put all my cards into Skeledirge. I do think I shield here. If it's Obstruct and I lose stats, then it's going to be extremely hard for me to win. Come on now! Now this can be crunch, so I need to shield here. If the Sylveon has Psyshock, I will probably lose. Yeah, and I lose. That's unfortunate. Did manage to make it a lot closer than I thought it would be, despite there being a really hard counter to my team. Unfortunately, both the Obstruct and the Crunch caused me to lose defense. I think Obstruct is sort of guaranteed, but I'm not entirely certain on that. So this is going to obviously be Feather Dance to them. And I will shield Hydro Cannon. I won't shield this one. Won't shield this. Okay. Okay, that's likely Shadow Ball. So Mewtwo is gonna have to take one for the team here. Unfortunately, the Trevenant just decided to farm me down. So, if I can survive a Shadow Ball here, I can win, but I don't think that's possible. That was unfortunate. Another Steelix? Really? That's gonna be Psychic Fangs. Or is it gonna be Breaking Sweat? And they're definitely gonna have a Skeledirge counter. So I think it's time to put Skeledirge as my lead. Because I'm going to just need it. Yeah, this is a forfeit. Like, I could have put Pidgeot in there and it would have done decent, but I don't think I could. I didn't have anything that could beat the Steelix. So I think that I'm gonna try it this way. because trends tend to carry around quite a bit. Is that going to be Shadow Ball? Okay, melodic. First melodic I've seen. Don't shield anything. The melodic can use. I need to save Skeledirge. A dark Pokemon? That's unusual. No, it's not unusual. Umbreon is actually very good. So I'm not going to shield here. No. No, this is going to be Fire Punch. Oh, it's Wild Charge. So I got screwed. I was not expecting Wild Charge. I was expecting a Fire Punch bait. So, no way for me to win now. I didn't even realize it had Wild Charge. That's unfortunate. Sheesh. Would have probably won if I had shielded that properly. That's unfortunate. I was expecting it to have Shadow Ball Fire Punch, but obviously it did not. Okay, against, that's gonna be Obstruct, probably. No, they're just going straight for Night Slash. I think I'm letting Skeledirge faint here. Should have used Crunch there. but it's okay. That's gonna be Earthquake, yeah. Now Gengar can only use Sludge Bomb. And Feather Dance is actually pretty decent here. Okay, Earthquake will not actually knock me out in this situation. I think it... Yeah, doesn't do enough. Now let's see if Psy Strike does enough. Yes, it does. Wonderful. I still find the level of difficulty of all my opponents really absurd. Okay, Skeledirge, earn your keep. Now, is this going to be Earthquake? It could be Crunch. And I did have my attack, or my defense lowered there. I'd still shield this, yeah. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. He's gonna probably try to switch into Steelix. Yeah, I definitely called that. Wonderful. The Skeledirge lead really paid off in this match. As well as them having two... Well, Poliwrath was weak to both Pidgeot and Mewtwo, so that really helped. Felix was a bit iffy. Cresselia, thanks to Pidgeot, was doable, especially after taking some damage from Skeledirge. Okay, switch to Pidgeot. Not now. Okay, Cresselia. It's a nice big fat Brave Bird to the face. Another Feather Dance. They will probably shield this one because the last one was Brave Bird. And I probably will shield this. And let's see. That's gonna be Grass Knot. That's unfortunate. They actually predicted that I wouldn't shield that. Right now, I just need to farm as much energy with Mewtwo as possible. Because they have taken a Feather Dance, and they don't seem to want to switch to get rid of it. Mewtwo now has full energy. Now, do I survive this? I don't think I do. Now, this is gonna be Earthquake or... And what's their last Pokemon? Their last Pokemon is Skeledirge, so that's unfortunate. Now, the main mistake I made was Yoselia baited me into wasting a shield on Grass Knot, and then I let Pidgeot die with energy. Enough energy for a Brave Bird. I should have just shielded both in that situation. So maybe I can improve in the future with that. Do I predict Earthquake? And I think I don't even try to preserve Mewtwo here. And to be honest, just use all my shields on the Swampert. Oh, and they forfeit. Wonderful. Okay. Another Fanta. And I am still 0 for all of these. Win 3. Not a single one has been a legendary for me this season. It's ridiculous. Oh, Beldum is nice. Oh, 1 XL from that. That's wonderful. I've been chasing the shiny Lunatone for a long time, and I've just never gone. I've tried to catch every single Lunatone I've seen for the last 3 years. And right now, I don't want to trade for it either, because I've spent so much time. It's bound to happen soon. So I'm going to catch these Pokemon. I don't really have much of an audience right now. If you're watching this as a VOD, go ahead and skip to the next match. So sometimes Rumble works, sometimes Rumble doesn't. Okay, let's see. Because I've been playing Pokemon Go for so long, my house is actually a very good spawn area. And I've got many hundos and shinies directly on my own house. Okay. Let's hope the Skeledirge win streak continues. Not a win streak, but I have been rising just a little. Wonderful. Oh, it has ancient power. That is annoying. Okay, let's see if Rock Slide pays off here. Are they just gonna Brave Bird me? Yeah, they just Brave Bird me. Is it going to be Dragon Claw or is it going to be Ancient Power? Sheesh, the Ancient Power on this guy. And he hasn't used any other moves. That's very odd. Like, no Dragon Claw? And he did get the 10%... the 10% boost. So that was terrible for me. This should have been a fairly easy win, but that Giratina getting the defense boost, as well as getting it right on every single prediction for my Brave Bird and Feather Dance. Like, the first one was obvious, but he shielded the first Brave Bird. And then when I was going to do a Feather Dance after the Brave Bird, he shielded that too. Of course, because they had the attack boost and only -1 attack, I had to use all my shields on that stupid Giratina. So I actually win the mirror against other Skeledirge. This will be Shadow Ball. And their last two Pokemon are completely stomped on by my team. And they didn't even get the Scald attack drop. So I saw a tip online that you could make the Skeledirge mirror a lot easier by having Crunch instead of Shadow Ball. And it really is true. Oh, and Mewtwo just destroys this Venusaur. Problem is, I need to be winning 5 out of 5 to actually make any reasonable amount of progress. They reward you so few points for getting 3 out of 5. It's sort of, the ranking system is sort of ridiculous, I'd say. Okay, I am more than happy to do this. Skeledirge actually has a sort of advantage because I get to use my charge moves a bit quicker. Poliwrath only can Scald, and Ghost resist counter better than Water resists fire. And the double switch, and I lost on the double switch. But that's fine. Shiny, Giratina, or altered. That's fine. They'll probably shield on the Psy Strike here. Yeah. That's fine, because I can bring in Pidgeot next. Now, it is a bit unfortunate that Mewtwo could not get off that last Psy Strike. Okay, Dragonflame, that's perfectly fine. Okay, Brave Bird will now finish off Giratina. And Brave Bird will now finish off Talonflame. No, Brave Bird did, Pidgeot did get knocked out. And Poliwrath now feints to Disarming. And Talonflame now feints to Crunch. That worked out quite well. even with the bad double switch into that Giratina, that worked out quite well. Saved me a little extra energy before knocking the Giratina out. Pretty much won the game there. It actually was somewhat close, considering that Pidgeot got knocked out by the Talonflame's Incinerate right after. Okay, so against Ampharos, I'm just gonna take the Brutal Swings and just truck on through it rather than swapping here. It's their own Skeledirge. And that's going to be Shadow Ball. And because I have Crunch for the Skeledirge Mirror, I win. Switch to Pidgeot. And I'm gonna get hit by probably a Disarming Voice. And another one, but that's fine. And they switch in Ampharos. I use Brave Bird. Switch in Mewtwo. Skeledirge will not have enough energy to get to Shadow Ball before Mewtwo knocks it out. Last Pokemon is Trevenant. Okay, knocking out the Skeledirge. Ah! That's unfortunate. Very close match, though. Just need a small amount more damage. Okay, Jellicent. It would be very reckless of me to use a Brave Bird here. But they would probably not expect it. I will want a shield here. They will probably shield this feather dance, actually. Yep. And they bring in Machamp. And they switch there, too. So that is actually pretty bad for them. Machamp can have payback, but it's very rare that it does. So Rock Slide doesn't really do much to Mewtwo. Mewtwo just easily knocks out the Machamp. Okay, I sort of... Cresselia. I was hoping the Jellicent would switch in, that's why I'm using Psy Strike here. So I think I need to save my last shield. I need to save my last shield, probably for the Jellicent switching in. Yeah. So this is what I was predicting. And the Jellicent faints here. And Cresselia does not really have anything that'll hurt Skeledirge that much. And a forfeit. Wonderful. Saves me some time. And as a common theme, whenever I get to 3 wins and don't get a legendary, I mention that I haven't gotten a single legendary from that all season long. And I'll keep mentioning that until I actually get the legendary. But I'm finally slightly dealing with the terrible wall that I've been dealing with. So maybe, just maybe, I can actually rank up. But getting 3 wins out of 5 just gives you so few points. It's like a 20-point increase, it feels like. Okay, so Ampharos is one of the more common Pokemon I've been seeing, but it shouldn't be as common as I'm seeing it. And this is actually at least decent for me, because the defense dropped there. I'll finish. And Pharaoh's off before another charge move. Okay, what's gonna come out? Kingdra? Now, that's a shame, because that could be Outrage. Would have been very nice to have Feather Dance ready for that. And I just barely had the timing wrong. Okay, so I think I want to burn the energy on the Charizard, and if I can, I will burn one shield. No, no dice. So Blast Burn will probably knock me out. Blast Burn and then a follow-up Dragon Claw. If I had managed to get that Feather Dance off, this could have been winnable, but it's not going to be winnable. The Dragon Claw's coming. That's unfortunate. Unfortunately, I could not burn that last shield on that with Skeledirge. Skeledirge just didn't have enough HP left to do that. And Ampharos is one of the harder Pokemon for my team to deal with. Because the Brutal Swing is super effective against Skeledirge and Mewtwo. And of course, the Electric type is very good. Okay, this is sort of unusual. Do I shield here? I think I do. It's hard to decide because I think I need Pidgeot. I think I need Pidgeot for the Greninja. And I wasted that. Very unfortunate. Greninja is a very hard counter for Skeledirge, unfortunately. And Pidgeot can't get to Feather Dance in time. Actually, the only way I can win this is Rock Slide on Mewtwo. But Mewtwo is going to faint before then. It's just going to be a match lost due to the matchmaking. And unfortunately, I did not finish it off. Yeah, this is lost. Can't do anything. Well, I'm gonna try to get to Brave Bird, and I can't get to Brave Bird. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. And as soon as I start ranking up again, I have these unfortunate matches where I lose due to lead matchup. Now I can probably win this one because it's really fortunate for me. Do I shield this? I think I do. Unfortunately, this is an ancient power one, so I am unfortunate because it has something super effective against me. Okay, so I think the way forward is to Feather Dance, and then Brave Bird. Ancient Power is actually typically rarer, but I'm guessing in this season there's just so many flying types that people are using it more. Actually, what I should probably try to do... Of course, so maybe... And they really do not want to use any of their shields either. And they get the instant switch too. That's unfortunate. But they did shield that at least. And they did switch to the Poliwrath, which is actually rather good for me. They're trying to farm me down. That's a huge mistake on their part. Why? Does Poliwrath have more attack than Pidgeot? That's unfortunate. And I was pressing Feather Dance before then. And they had the energy too. Oh, come on now. So... Oh, they're not paying attention. They're not paying attention. They thought Pidgeot was fainted. And they looked away. I did not deserve that win. Sheesh. I did not deserve that win at all. Okay, that will be Feather Dance. Will this be Brave Bird? I think so. And now they will switch. Now I have used Brave Bird here, so my defense is now significantly lowered. So, do I shield here and preserve the Pidgeot? Or do I switch as soon as I can? To Skeledirge. And I don't think I shield anything. Now, what can kill me in the back is if they have a Steel Pokemon. If they have a Steel Pokemon in the back, I can still lose. But otherwise, it seems like I'm doing very well. And they're very likely to shield this. Okay, and I think I do need a shield here. Okay, and what's their last Pokemon gonna be? Is this gonna be Brave Bird? I think it's gonna be Brave Bird, yeah. Unfortunately for them, I have a Psystrike ready. Yeah, they need a Scald there to win. Okay. I did good predicting their Brave Bird for the first time they used it. Of course, they also predicted I used my Brave Bird at the same time. So it's sort of evened out. Okay, do I try this? I think I actually just keep fighting. Now the problem is the switch advantage could be pretty major. I still don't want a shield here. And it was probably a mistake to use Disarming Voice because they're not going to shield. And if it's Blast Burn, I made a huge mistake. I'm predicting their last Pokemon, Poliwrath, perhaps? Otherwise, they probably would have switched to it rather than keeping Ferris in. Almost had enough energy for the feather dance there. And I don't think I'm gonna win here. Yeah. That's unfortunate. And Ferris is continuously one of the Pokemon I've been complaining about facing for the past few days. And as soon as I start rising a little, I go back down. Actually, let's see. Okay, I'm okay with this because Golisopod, okay. I think I don't shield anything against Golisopod, and I just farm it down. I do think I do need to use one charge move on it. Otherwise, I'll be too low. Do I shield here? Is it gonna be Dragonclaw? Okay, I'm gonna go for the Brave Bird now. And I think I can get it. Okay, the winning move is saving my shield for the Guzzlord. And I have to use it on Skeledirge. But I do need to finish off this muck. Now, do they have enough energy to use that twice against me? Apparently not. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, Giratina. Fortunately, the Giratina actually does seem like a pretty hard counter to my team. Do I switch in Pidgey out here? I'm just gonna go for the Brave Bird because I need a Hail Mary. Because I do not think I can... I would very much like them to shield this. And I'm going to use Mewtwo. And I think I'm not going to shield against the Ampharos. I think I'm going to save it for Skeledirge. Or maybe I should wait and see what it is. It's their own Pidgeot. I don't think I shield this. But I do think I switched to Skeledirge immediately. Now, this could be brave. Yeah, it is Feather Dance, but that's fine. They have to use almost as much energy on Feather Dance as they do on Brave Bird. And that was the main factor. I just got the nice defense drop. And I had the energy for Rock Slide. The only way they could have won is if they had enough for 2 Feather Dances in a row. But with Skeledirge, they would not have been able to generate that much. Water. Stay hydrated, folks. Okay, that is unusual. So, is this going to be Scald? I think it's going to be Scald. So I think, because they just swapped that in, it isn't going to do much damage to me. They probably do have Ancient Power on it. And I really really want them to burn a shield. But I'm not gonna use Brave Bird on them. And I probably should have... Well, maybe not. So it all depends on what their last Pokemon is. And I don't think I shield with Mewtwo. Their last Pokemon is Cresselia. That's unfortunate. Okay, this will preserve Mewtwo. Do I shield here? I think I do shield here. Because Crunch can debuff here. They had such a bulky team that it took the full match time. And if I was able to use my next move, their Suicune might have actually fainted. But that's such an obnoxious team. Like, any match that takes that long is sort of not even worth doing. They must really hate everyone else to use that sort of team. Super, super ridiculously bulky. Suicune, Cresselia, Giratina. Swampert, that's a Shadow Swampert. I'm not gonna shield, because I think it's gonna be Hydro Cannon. Next one I will shield. Now, this guy might actually not shield this Psystrike, which would be good for me. Okay, I'll shield this and use Rock Slide. And if they are going to be trying this whole it had to be a whale wren. It just had to be a whale wren. Pretty much any other Pokemon, and I would have been able to farm them down. So here's the problem, they're going to use Earthquake now. Okay. They'll use up their last shield, though. Wow. From the longest match possible to one of the shortest ones. Now, unfortunately, the last Pokemon was Whaleren, but it was pretty much a good number of other Pokemon. The Feather Dance would have really been useful. The Feather Dance would have made it so that I could have farmed down the last Pokemon with Confusion and Incinerate, because they had not used any of their shields. That's going to be Flame Charge. And unfortunately, they're going to use Brave Bird here. No, it's Fly. Okay, that's fine. Their last Pokemon is Swabcraft. Unfortunately, because Pidgeot came first, and I need to get off a crunch. I don't think it's possible to win this one. Now, this should have been one that worked fairly well. So, I was expecting Pidgeot just to outright win against the Talonflame. So I should have just used Brave Bird. I should have just used Brave Bird on Pidgeot. And unfortunately, Trevenant will get to Shadow Ball long before I get to the next Side Strike. Yep. And even Seed Bomb finishes me off. That's unfortunate. And that is that. So that is the maximum battles for today. This is probably a Zorua. Definitely a Zorua. So one thing I like doing at the end of these Pokemon Go streams is a brag segment, where I brag about the cool stuff I have recently caught or traded for. So, let's see. First thing is the shinies. Since last time, I finally got a shiny Shadow Bellsprout. It's not good, I'll probably never use it. The IVs are useless, but I finally got one, and of the current three, I have not. This is the first one I've gotten. The other one is Shadow Sableye and Shadow Dratini. Both can be shiny, of course. The Shadow Dratini would be very nice to get. But I finally got the Bellsprout, and from a previous time around, Sableye has actually been a admin Pokemon before, so I actually do have the shiny Sableye from that, and it's a Purified 98. Let's move that. I'll actually show that, since it's relevant. It's this guy. Almost a Shundo, just 1 point off. And other than that, I have not gotten a new 4 stars since last stream. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. 4 stars are... Sometimes they come in very quickly, sometimes they come in very slowly. But I did get a very good Shadow Swinub. And this one could purify into a Hundo, but might be more important to keep as a Shadow. And other than that, I might have gotten a few decent additions to my PvP collection, but I typically don't show those because I never know when I'm actually going to use those. And regardless, now that the brag segment is over, I am Swabcraft, and thank you for watching. I'll put on my that's all folks screen, or should I say I'm Swabcraft, thank you for watching, and that's all folks. Anyways, have a nice night. I might actually stream something else now that Pokemon Go is finished and I have an incredible amount of insomnia. And my schedule is slightly interrupted this week because I have to share internet during the 8 through 5, 8 a.m. through 5 p.m. And I can't be on the internet, or at least not using streaming, because my internet connection is sadly only 12 megabytes per second upload, which is plenty for streaming, but when there are multiple people on the house, it gets sort of iffy. So I won't be streaming tomorrow morning. So if I do stream some more tonight, it'll be in about 20 minutes. But otherwise than that, I won't be able to stream again until probably 9 p.m. tomorrow. And that's just how it's going to be. So thank you for watching, and that's all, folks.